Yo, I know it's been a while since last episode, and that's because I've been busy, and this episode covers a huge amount of content, and I had to edit it down quite a bit to actually make it watchable and enjoyable. So I hope you guys understand the massive delay. But regardless, let's start things off in our break after phase 1 by doing some fishing training. I'd like to get about 25 fishing, possibly higher. Basically, I just want to get high enough fishing level so that I can fish a full inventory of anchovies in, not much time at all. Well, now I know for sure that the bandits can attack you when you're in this spot. So there's basically 3 fishing spawns, and in one of those locations it's close enough that one of the bandits can kind of wander over to you. So I'll probably just hop worlds if it's in that spot to try and find a fishing spot that's in the other 2 locations. That's 10 fishing. And we're never going to get a chance to catch herring, as it describes, because there's no bait fishing area in the wilderness, as far as I know. And even if there was, I don't have access to a regular fishing rod. But 5 levels to go until we can catch them anchovies. And there it is, 15 fishing. That really didn't take long at all. This is going a lot faster than I expected. I think I want to try something. I'm going to clear out my inventory and try to catch an entire inventory of anchovies and see how much XP I get from cooking them. Because I have a suspicion that this could be really good cooking training. Because if I'm getting anchovies real quick from fishing, I can get a whole inventory full and then just run to the range and cook them. And I'm assuming they'll give more XP than shrimp per one cooked. So we'll test it out. Alright, I basically have a full inventory of anchovies, so let's put them on the range and see how much XP we get. That's disappointing. I was kind of expecting to get more than 30 XP per one cooked, but whatever. So I guess we won't really be cooking them for food or XP, we'll just be cooking them for the pizza upgrades later on. I forgot to mention this, but the XP rates have been way higher since level 15 fishing, because I'm basically catching equal parts shrimp and anchovies now, and anchovies are worth 4 times the XP of shrimp. So I'm basically getting 2.5 times the XP rate. So at this pace, I'm pretty comfortable to go to level 30. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll stop at level 30 and call it there, because I think that will be a fast enough fishing rate that we've achieved at that point. 27 fishing. This is absolutely flying by. I wasn't expecting this to be so quick. It's kind of a nice break. It's sort of AFK and also a fast skill to train at the same time. Well, that was really quick. 30 fishing. It's done. That took probably an hour to get all these fishing levels. Not long at all. Oh yeah, we can catch salmon now. How exciting, since we'll never be able to catch that. I guess the next plan is to go collect body runes, because we do need a bunch more body runes and water runes to splash curse spells on the skeletons, because it just makes it easier to lure them over, since run energy is quite limited on this account. So I think I'm going to go collect some of those and maybe do one other thing, and then we'll be ready to hop back into the skeleton grind. Change of plans. I've decided that I want to do something else instead of collect runes right now, because that'll be basically the last thing we do before we're ready to kill skeletons. First thing I'm going to do is get some pizzas, and we're going to go over to Chaos Dwarves, because they have 2 gear upgrades that could actually help us quite a bit. I mean, any defensive bonus I can get is a huge help. Mostly, I'm looking for the Mithril Square Shield. That is quite a nice piece of equipment. It's the second best shield I can get, and there's basically no risk of hunting it at Chaos Dwarves, because no PKers are ever at Chaos Dwarves, ever. I've never seen one there, and I don't think it's really a hot spot. Granted, they do drop muddy keys, but that's not really a super valuable drop regardless. They also drop the Steel Full Helm, but we have a Steel Full Helm right now, so it's not really an upgrade. So mainly we're hunting for that shield. Sadly, it's a 1 in 128 drop, so we might not get it, but I'm willing to do a few trips there with pizzas to see if we can get lucky enough to get one. I don't know, 60 to 100 kills, that's about what I'm hoping to do. And hopefully, since my stats are much better from the first third of the skeleton grind, we'll be able to actually tank these guys with some food and get some quick kills. Yeah, this isn't half bad now. It's 2 to 2.5 pizzas per kill. I still take quite a bit of damage, even with this armor and better defense level, but I can actually sit here and just attack them at a normal rate. I don't have to flinch them anymore, because I think it'd probably take longer to flinch them than it would to just use up all this food and cook a new batch, and we'd be getting a lot more XP with cooking and combat if I just tank. So I think that's the plan. Now all we need is a nice drop. Ooh, a mithril bar drop. That's kind of exciting to see because it shows that they're not all that hard to get, and the wiki kind of confirms that because they're about a 1 in 20 drop. So not all that rare. So once we get 50 smithing, we will be coming back to these guys to get them until we have 55 mining at least. It's so precious. I want to keep it. But I don't think I can keep this with a bar. That's just a waste of inventory space. So you're going on the ground. And I can always get a new one from Chaos Dwarves. And hopefully when the time comes when I actually need one, we don't get super unlucky with it. But I am going to do another trip at Chaos Dwarves at least. So back to making pizzas. Oh, we're getting so close to the goal for cooking. That's 53 cooking, which actually allows us to cook lava eels, which thematically fits with our account, but sadly, even if I was a member, I could not catch them because I wouldn't have access to blamish oil or a fishing rod. But hey, it's kind of neat to know I could cook them, theoretically. But that's 2 more levels until we have access to anchovy pizzas, which will be amazing. Well, there's another source of mithril bars, the Muddy Key. I forgot about this one. Combined, I bet the Chaos Dwarves have a drop rate of 1 in 10 for mithril bars if you include the Muddy Key as a source for one. But I don't think I'm going to actually go into the lava maze with this gear, so I'm probably just going to end up dropping this one. After killing skeletons, these guys seem really AFK to kill. Like, it's like a minute per kill, and I can just sit back and relax without having to worry about clicking or world hopping and stuff like that. And their drops are honestly half decent. They drop some decent runes, like Nature's, Death runes, Chaos runes, stuff like that. And of course the armor upgrades, so in the future when we have some really good defensive gear, it might be worth coming back to these guys. Oh, what a treat! We got a genie while I'm just sitting here killing Chaos Dwarves. I mean, I guess the nice part about this is it's pretty AFK to earn yourself some random events. But I believe with this lamp, we'll only be about 1 lamp away from 7 mining, which is a great milestone. I'll have to eventually calculate how many more lamps we need to get to 15. I'll do that down the road, probably after the smithing grind is over. And of course, in standard video maker fashion, I have once again missed a level up, 55 attack this time, and now we're going to be switching to defense and trying to get that up to 55 because the next max hit level for strength is so far away that it will just be faster for me to get my defense up first before worrying about that. But yeah, hopefully we'll get 55 before the end of phase 2 and 3 combined, so that'll be nice. Man, a mithril longsword drop. That is a weird drop because it's tempting for me to use it because it seems like it's superior to the regular short sword, but in reality it's not. It's got quite a bit more accuracy, but the issue again is it's a 5-tick weapon rather than a 4-tick, and that really does slow down your DPS. I mean, I guess it would be good for something like flinching, but other than that, I don't really think it's worth holding on to. I mean, it'll be fun. I'll probably use it for a few minutes just to test it out, but I'm likely just going to trash it. Well, sadly, we did not end up getting the Mithril Square Shield that trip, and that is our last trip to Chaos Dwarves before we start back on the Bronze Bar grind. So, kind of a shame there, but oh well. I mean, there's not much I can really do about RNG. It would have been nice to have that extra defense to make trips longer, but I believe the next step is to get some runes, and then after that, we are 100% ready to knock out the smithing grind and actually get into ironsmithing. Well, that was pretty painless. I got all the runes I needed for splashing as well as some casts of Crumble Undead, and now we're ready to start. So I have something a little special prepared since you guys waited, 9 months for this video to come out. So I hope this montage was worth the wait. Holy cow. I can't believe we actually did it. 15 smithing finally. That was quite a grind. That took me a long time and a lot of patience, but we're finally here past one of the biggest grinds of the account. If you notice, I actually brought some iron bars, so we're going to go ahead and smith those right now. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. They give twice as much XP as a bronze bar did, and they're like 100 times easier to get. Oh, that's thrilling. I'm just glad to be able to smith iron. You have no idea how much relief that is. I can actually start training smithing now. But before we do all the smithing training, I'm actually going to burn off all of these runes because we need as much inventory space as possible. And honestly, we're probably going to trash our armor too. I just want to make myself as light as possible and get rid of as many runes as I can while still getting XP from them. Alright, well, I loaded up on some pizzas, so we're going to start by splashing just a handful of curse spells. I don't have many to do. And then after that, we're going to head to someplace a little bit more dangerous. Oh, I probably should have mentioned something. I actually unlocked anchovy pizzas during the bronze bar grind, so now we just casually have, the best free-to-play food in the game, no big deal. But that's really nice because we're about to head to someplace very, very dangerous. We have arrived at Nature Rune Island. I am going to be spending these laws and airs on telegrabs to actually grab these nature runes. That way we can use our fire runes alongside them to cast some alchemy just for some bonus XP. And in fact, I think I'm just going to unequip my armor here after I get these nature runes. And we're just going to alch these first two pieces of equipment right off the bat. I'm just going to alch this because I don't really need armor anymore at the moment. And anything we can do to reduce our weight really does add up. So yeah, goodbye armor. You served us well, but we no longer have a need for you. Hopefully I don't get PK'd. I'm just going to be hopping worlds and telegrabbing as much as I can, but this is a PK hotspot, so wish me luck. Oh dear, that was quick. Alright, just don't panic and we'll get out of here and hopefully keep most of our runes. So, oh shoot, he has snares. Wait, I have snares too? So, you know what? We'll see if we can get out of this. It might be possible. He is fire blasting us, which does a lot of damage. Let's see. I have plenty of food, so we might be able to run back. Alright, so I think if I time my snare right, like right before his is about to wear off, I can book it. Alright, go, 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 go. Yes! I have gaps, so we should be good now. Yep. Let's see if I can log out in a few seconds here. Just gonna eat. And see ya! It's been about 30 minutes since I logged out in fear, and now we're back. I actually didn't use that much food. Turns out snares are a great way to escape people who are using snares, so who would have known? So now I just need to go recharge my prayer, and I'm going to head down to the Chaos Altar to the south. In Swampletics fashion, I think it's time for a new color cape, so let's see what we can get here. I'm feeling the gold one because it matches the jewelry I have best. So let's try that one out. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. All right, goodbye, red cape. We are now in the yellow cape season or whatever. It's not really in seasons. I kind of just make these videos whatever the heck I want. So let's head back to get some gnats. All right, well, no other issues on that trip. Using up the rest of these gnats, and yep, that's pretty much it. We don't have any more fire runes to do alchs with, so I think I'm going to use the rest of these telegrabs on big bones. That may seem like a waste to people on other accounts, but on this one, it's actually pretty good because I don't really have to aggro those skeletons that are constantly patrolling the boneyard around the big bones, and I can stand at a safe distance and telegrab all those big bones and not take much damage. And of course, free magic XP as well. At least I'm doing something with those law runes that's somewhat useful. Alright, well, I've sort of hit a dilemma here. I've used up all my runes, but I'm very close to the next prayer level, and the next prayer level is Protect from Melee, the best prayer on free-to-play RuneScape. So I think I'm going to go grab a Iron Shield real quick, and we're just going to knock out 43 prayer just so it's done. Because at that point, any extra prayer XP is good, but not mandatory whatsoever. Well, that took about 30 minutes, not long at all, and we are one bone away from 43 prayer. That's so good because Protect from Melee is so busted in this game. It allows me to indefinitely fight any monster I want. Oh yeah, it looks so good. Look at that. I'm no longer a noob. I can actually fight stuff legit now. I got a few extra bones, so I'll go ahead and bury those. But yeah, very nice thing to have. That'll be great when we're doing some later melee training. That's going to wrap up this episode. Next episode, we will start immediately by trying to get as many smithing levels as I could mentally handle without taking a break. So that'll be fun. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.